Yo, welcome back to another episode of Nothing Agreed. Back with the, do I even say back with the crew, back with the gang, back with the people, back with the Baron Burns and Brooks Thomas and Pod. Week 3 is upcoming. We had Thursday night happen already. The Jets played the Patriots and Aaron Rodgers. You just want to get straight into it?
Let's dive right into it.
Also, we can say something right now because we're doing a full NFL, but congrats to Joel Embiid on getting the bag. Maybe we should say that. Congrats to Joel Embiid getting the bag. Because we also do NBA, so
shout out Shams.
Yeah, shout out Shams the GOAT. Better than Woj.
First notification by himself.
Facts. We're gonna miss the Woj GOAT. So, but good for Embiid. Gets that 3-year, I think 193. Locking in. But we're currently doing NFL. It's NFL season. Yeah. That's our stuff. So, but shout out. I just wanted to open the pod with that because we do NBA as well.
Before we jump in NFL, good luck to the Clemson Tigers this weekend as they take on the NC State Wolfpack.
Bang bang. So
go Tigers.
And good luck to all y'all college football teams if you follow. So
if you support.
Yeah. Unless you're NC State. Oh, that too.
Well, and NC State.
Yeah, honestly.
Well, we could go over a long list. Alabama, Florida State. Let's go ahead and throw South Carolina in there.
Yeah, throw Carolina in there.
Well, you mean North Carolina too?
No, North Carolina can stay.
Out of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
You said Carolina. That's why I got.
Yeah, that is North Carolina. My bad. Yeah. Carolina shouldn't be South Carolina. U of SC, a.k.a. SCAR.
Or just the University of South Carolina.
Yeah, they're not USC. They're not Carolina.
I feel like we don't talk bad about them enough on this podcast.
We don't got time to. We can definitely make that a whole off the record.
We'll do it. Maybe if the fans want it, we'll do our own individual episode about why it's so bad. Okay.
That's crazy. Anyways, moving forward, New York Jets took on the New England Patriots. I did say -6 for the Jets, which clearly hit, but the under hit as well.
The under did hit,
which is
correct.
Crazy. Only 3 points allowed. Shout out to everyone who had the Jets defense on fantasy. Did you watch this game?
I watched the first half.
I watched the entire thing.
And then
I'm watching all football I can.
I watched some of the third quarter, and then when I realized that the Patriots had no shot, I left.
Yeah, so this was really.
I was upset though because I didn't realize that Drake May was going in. So I am bummed out.
This was Aaron Rodgers' homecoming after injury, his first full game at home. He gets the job done. He got his first touchdown pass to Allen Lazard. He got that all taped up. He probably got another game ball for winning his first game as a Jet. I mean, they're going to give him everything. But this was the game I think that Zach Wilson will not be missed, to say the least.
Yeah, no.
I mean, the jump throw he had to Garrett Wilson on the corner of the end zone. I'm against him in fantasy, so of course he scored. It was just true Aaron Rodgers, even at 40 years old, which is crazy to say. So,
Yep. I mean, little vintage Rodgers on action. 281 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks, 27 for 35. I mean, if he plays like that, that's a good team in the AFC.
And Braylon Allen really did his thing as well. Yeah. The rookie of the 4th round.
Shout out him.
Yeah, he was doing really good on his carries, really exploding through the left tackle, right tackle, the guards. So, good for the Jets picking up that in the 4th round. And honestly,
good start to the season.
Good start for the season for the Jets, bouncing back from the Niners, which is probably the best team in the NFC because they went to the Super Bowl last year. So
how dare you disrespect the Saints like that?
No, they're not. Anyways, back to the regular programming. We're not going to talk about the Aints here. So back to our regular programming.
Gracious.
I mean, it was all Jets. I mean, it was Jets all the way through. Allen Lazard touchdown. I know Breece Hall scored in the second quarter. Garrett Wilson scored in the third quarter. It was a pretty, I don't want to say snooze fest, but it was just you
can
football.
say snooze fest. I went to sleep.
There you go. It was a football game, But from what you saw,
I was about to say, I mean, shout out to the Jets. They did their thing. Looked good. Good job. Patriots side of the ball.
That's where I was going to go.
Of course. Are we letting Drake May continue
I was glad to ask that.
Are we letting him?
In my opinion,
I think so.
I think you got to wait for a game where I'm just going to pull up the Patriots schedule. I think you got to wait for a game where it's an easy one.
You think he can, dominate? So, not next week.
No, honestly, don't let him play against the Niners. Maybe the Dolphins, but I don't know about the Dolphins. They have a tough road ahead, the Patriots. 49ers, Dolphins, Texans, Jags, Jets again. Maybe at the Titans could be a decent game, but even then, you don't really have any. Their schedule is really tough.
It is.
Yeah, their schedule is really tough.
But from what you've seen these first 3 games, you can clearly say Brissett isn't it. He was never going to be it.
Of course.
The only reason he was given the starting role is
because Drake May could have time.
Well, they thought he could manage this team this season without giving Drake May some time, but he's not that good. He's not
anyways,
he can barely throw the ball 20 yards. To me, I'm giving Drake May every rep you can give him at this point.
I'm giving him first team reps. Yeah, you might as well just throw him in. I think after the 49ers week though, because that's a big game. You're at the Niners. I wouldn't throw a QB who's hasn't started yet at the Niners.
Maybe.
I think you let Brissett go out there. You analyze again what's going on, and then you throw May out there if it's really bad again.
I just think when you have a rookie quarterback with this much upside, and again, there's probably arguments for both sides.
I think there's a good argument for Brissett. The Patriots, let's be honest, they did win their first game, but they're not really everyone knows the season expectations is you're not really playing for much.
That's true.
I think if Gerard Mayo should not get fired at all, like even if you go 1-15, right? You shouldn't get fired. So just let the Patriots ride throughout their thing. Let them trust the process of Drake May. That's supposed to be your franchise quarterback. Just ride on through.
Okay. I could make an argument for both sides, but if it were up to me, I would want him to play as much as possible.
I would want him to still learn a little bit, especially these tough defenses they got. So I would not throw him out there. I want to say Demario Douglas did well for the Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
He did well. He had some good end arounds. He showed some explosiveness on the outside, on the inside as well. Good wide receiver right there. So shout out the Patriots. That's going to be a little receiver that Drake May could have.
Maybe.
But there's a lot on that offense they need to work on. A lot. So that's why, to me, it's just you have Ramondre Stevenson as your running back. You know, it's pretty good, not bad, you know. Your receivers probably need some work. That core needs some work as well. The offensive line looked not great last weekend or Thursday, which is yesterday. So, yeah, I think they got a lot to work on. So
yeah, I agree.
That's all I really need to say.
We can go ahead and move on to our next segment of the day.
I was going to say just quickly, New York Jets, 2-1. They move now after the Niners. They got the Broncos at home. They have 4 straight home games. Broncos, Vikings, Bills after the Patriots. Honestly, if you can go 2-1 that slate, you're 4-2. Not bad. Especially if you can knock off the Bills like they did last year in MetLife. So
that's true.
Good for the New York Jets getting the job done. But we can move to our next segment.
I was about to say.
Which is what we did last episode.
We're bringing it back.
We're bringing it back. I actually got some good comments saying they liked the segment because we actually brought some thoughts, and some people disagree with what we said, which is always what we want to hear. It's the whole name of the pod.
Exactly.
So,
if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Don't fix it.
That's what I'm saying.
Of course, we're coming back to hold or fold.
But we're going to switch it up this time. Last time, we did all the teams that were either 2-0 or 0-2. So this time, we're going to do all the teams that are 1-1.
Got to bring the teams that have won a game and lost a game. Those are the most interesting teams in the NFL.
I was about to say, I feel like these are the teams that go better with the name of this segment.
I agree.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen with a one-on-one team.
They're 500. Yeah. So they can go up.
They can go down.
So let's figure it out right now. Let's start with the AFC East.
Should we start with the Jets, who were 1-1? Or should we just move? I think we should move past the Jets.
2-1.
2-1.
We feel
Patriots are
confident about the
1-2.
Jets
We'll
moving on. Counterpart.
The Miami Dolphins.
I was going to say the Patriots. We would fold them.
Obviously.
They suck.
We
can
let's
start
move
with
to our true
Dolphins.
first 1-1 team, which is the Miami Dolphins. Tua Tagovailoa is out.
Mm-hmm.
Tyreek Hill has not really been the Tyreek Hill that fantasy owners and Miami Dolphins fans have wanted to really see, especially out of that second game.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the first game caught that 80-yard pass, but now that you have Skylar Thompson in for 4+ weeks, we don't know where the Dolphins are going to go. Hold the Dolphins or fold the Dolphins. What are you going to do, Baron?
I want to hold them just because I love Mike McDaniel as a coach. I think he has great schemes. I think he works really well to put the players he has in positions to be successful. You take a look at that offense, Devon Achane, a player you might not see get significant minutes on any other offense. Mike McDaniel's found a role for him. So I believe in the coaching on that team. I do think Tua being out for a while is going to hurt. I don't believe in Skylar Thompson. We all see him play. We've seen him in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's a tough environment to play in the playoffs.
It's not pretty. I like the Dolphins. I like their defense. I think if they can stay around 500 before Tua comes back, then they still have a pretty good shot to make the playoffs. So I'm going to hold the Dolphins for now.
That makes sense. I am also going to hold the Dolphins because, first of all, I was going to mention the coaching. I like Mike McDaniel as a regular season coach. Just get that out there. But also, I still think they have the weapons on offense to not – Tua, of course, will be missed. But I think they can do enough on offense where Tyreek Hill, if he hits a drag or a slant, he can go for still 15 and 20 yards. You don't have to hit that deep bomb to him every time. You still have Jalen Waddle, who's a great route runner, stuff like that. You still – even though Mostert is injured, you still have A-Chain, right? And Mostert, I don't think he'll be back for Sunday, but still. So – yeah, we're both going to hold the Dolphins.
I like what they have all around. Missing two is going to hurt, but, yeah, I think they'll be fine.
True. Next.
AFC North, we have one team in this division, the Cleveland Browns.
Cleveland Browns. I am going to fold the Browns.
I would also probably agree with you. Deshaun Watson has not looked too good going into it. Their one win was against a pretty bad team, the Jaguars.
Well, the Jaguars have upside. Let's say that.
Not really. I mean, their only upside is they're playing in they're in a division where it's still pretty
can make
open.
A wild card.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if they'll make a wild card. Might be difficult.
Well, they're not winning the division.
Yeah. So yeah.
Well, that could be a freezing cold take, but I don't think they're going to win the division.
I don't think the Jaguars are, but I don't see them. Anyway, we're talking about the We're supposed to be talking about the Browns. Yeah, the Browns.
Yeah.
They won a game against a bad team. They barely won. Week 1, they looked terrible at
home. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Deshaun Watson doesn't look good. Nick Chubb's missing significant amounts of time.
He should be back soon, though. Should he not?
Hopefully for my fantasy team.
Yeah, same.
But if he comes back, we don't know how he's going to look after that leg injury that's kept him out for over a year. So
it hasn't been over a year.
I feel like it has.
No, it was like week 7 he got her, week 6.
Okay. Almost
so
a
close.
Year.
Yeah.
Almost a year. So it's just a lot of ifs in this scenario for me to want to hold them.
That makes sense. I'm going to fold them for the same reasons. I'm scared about the offense. So that's why I'll say.
Yeah, the defense we know is great.
Yeah.
They can keep any game close, but that offense.
They didn't look great week 1, but
as of right now, doesn't look good. AFC South, we'll skip that division.
There's none there.
There's one in the AFC West, and that's the Las Vegas Raiders.
I am throwing in the cards on the Raiders. I'm folding.
They did have a good win this past week.
In my opinion, it's a great win. They should be 0-2. I think they really escaped one there.
Well, yeah, we talked about it last week.
But also, yeah. So,
but yeah, I'm gonna fold I would also fold. Just they're in the same division as the Chiefs. There's no way they win that. And the rest of the AFC is pretty loaded for them to make a wild card. Going to the NFC.
NFC has a lot. Because the AFC had a lot of 0-2 or 2-0. We have a lot of 1-1s, the NFC.
So, NFC East, Washington Commanders, 1-1.
Still folding the Commanders. Their one win was against the Giants, which, in my opinion, should have been a game they probably lost. The Giants were shooting themselves in the foot. I like Jaden Daniels as quarterback. As I've said on this podcast, I really think Jaden Daniels can be a really good quarterback in the NFL with his legs and his arm. Unfortunately, I just don't see enough out of the Commanders on both sides of the ball, to be honest, where I'm going to really throw in the chips on a rookie quarterback, on a wide receiver core that is top-heavy but not too deep, on just a defense that I think can have a little more, but they have an experienced coach in Dan Quinn. I just don't think it's even close to enough.
Yeah, I mean they're in a hard division as well. The division is very top heavy as well.
And you got one game out of the Giants already.
Yeah, the Giants are terrible. Probably the worst team in the league if you asked anyone besides the Panthers. To me, I think Washington's going to be doing a lot of shopping before the trade deadline. This is a team in the past 2 years has been moving off of a lot of young players.
Selling
on their old players for.
I was like, shopping would be interesting if they get to the position where they shop.
Sorry, wrong word.
No, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, they'd be selling their older players to get draft picks and young capital. They have a rookie quarterback who's looked fine, like you said. I also like Jane Daniels, but yeah, they're not doing anything this year. Before we move on, though. Like I said, this is a team that's probably going to be selling their older, more impactful players. Do we see Scary Terry on a new team by the end of this year?
I think you definitely can. It depends what you give up for him.
Well, there are reports today that there's a good amount of teams that are looking to add
for
really good wide receivers.
Especially with how offenses, particularly pass offenses, have been looking. Wide receivers are going to be at a premium this deadline if something doesn't get solved. So, yes, I think Scary Terry can get something great. Like, you can get a good deal.
I think he gets traded, too.
Yeah, I think you get a good deal. I feel like it's been inevitable for a little bit.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't go in.
We always talk about Scary Terry on a new team.
You know what? If he leaves the division, I don't care. That's fine.
Yeah, of course you wouldn't care.
I don't care if he's on the Commanders, but Better not go to the Cowboys.
I thought you said if he leaves the division.
Yeah.
Yeah, then it wouldn't be.
No, I mean, if he stayed on the Commanders, I wouldn't care either.
Oh yeah.
I'm not scared of him on the Commanders, but if he went to the Cowboys,
yeah, that'd be a good pick.
All right, we can move along. Philadelphia Eagles also 1-1.
I'm holding.
Yeah, I mean, you really gonna ask me that?
Yeah. Well, after last week's outburst, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna hold. Last week was kind of an anomaly. I feel like.
Dang.
I mean,
all that rant.
I mean, Saquon Barkley catches that ball, game's over. So
True.
I'm not gonna hold the whole team.
The link is still a great place to play.
I'm not gonna hold the whole team for one breakdown, although it is kind of scary.
Yeah. I will also be holding the Philadelphia Eagles. We know what they can do for the last 3 years. So
Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, I'm holding.
Yeah, I think they can make a wild card.
Whoa. Everyone, ladies and gentlemen, Baron has said his first nice thing about the Cowboys in about 5 episodes. We're actually keeping a tally.
I said they can make a wild card.
That's positive. That's making the playoffs.
That's fair. Do you think they can?
And they won the division last year, and there's always no repeat division winners.
That's what I'm saying. Do you think they break the curse this year?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
No.
All
Offense is too one-dimensional to me.
All right. Yeah, no, I agree
At
with
least
that.
I want to see more, but yeah.
Yeah, I think the Cowboys will make the playoffs as
They'll
well.
make the
They always
playoffs.
seem to make it, but still lose.
They always seem to make it.
but still lose.
Bro's a hater. True.
No shit. All right.
Stating the obvious.
Bro's a hater. Yeah, no shit. NFC North, we can start with the Detroit Lions.
They're 1-1.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot their red zone percentage is trash this year. Like 26%.
I think they fixed that though.
I'm holding I think we should both hold the Lions.
They have too many weapons.
And honestly, I think they still win the division.
Somebody's
2-0. Yeah, the Vikings are. They win the division.
I think they win the division too.
I'm surprised. We'll get to that actually. We'll get to that.
Why, the Bears?
No, but we'll get to it.
Well, we're doing the Bears now.
Yeah. The Chicago Bears. They're 1-1. They have Caleb Williams.
I'm folding.
I'm also folding.
Okay.
I haven't seen enough of the Bears. I think they should be 0-2.
Yeah.
They snuck out a win versus the Titans.
Yeah, they did.
I'll actually, because this is a tough one, because if Caleb does turn it on, then we have
Then we sound stupid.
Then we sound really stupid. They have the Colts, the Rams, the Panthers, the Jags. Honestly, it's an easy slate. Those are all 0-2 teams.
Rams have a good defense, though.
True. But those are all teams that could look for a bounce-back win.
That's true.
Commanders as well. Cardinals, Patriots. Wow.
Cardinals might be a good game, too.
Those are all teams that are not 2-0. Packers, Vikings is their first 2-0 right now, and that's November 24th.
All right. I just think, yeah, Caleb Williams hasn't looked.
That division is tough to me as well.
Caleb Williams hasn't. I mean, he's been fine, I'd say, but he hasn't lived up to what everyone has thought was going to happen coming out of the season. The wide receiver room, everyone's been talking about it. Hasn't been doing that much.
Before this year, I said Keenan Allen wasn't a good trade. He's going to regress, and he's been out for the last 2 games. And there was a report in training camp that he was slowing down.
Yeah. And DeAndre Swift's not going to be the same running back as he was from the Eagles. That's 2 different lines he's running behind. Case in point, Miles Sanders. I'm folding the Bears.
I'm
like
also
you said,
folding the Bears.
Division's too tough.
We haven't had a disagreement yet.
That team's not complete yet.
Yeah.
So the Green Bay Packers.
I'm holding.
I'm gonna hold as well.
This was the team I was going to talk about.
Okay.
That's holding me from picking the winner of that division just because Jordan Love
He's coming back.
He's coming back, and honestly, I don't think he'll be back for the Titans game. But the reason they're saying that he's a participant in practice already.
I'm trying to jump him.
Wow. I would not be. I would be to take your time, in my opinion. Yeah. Take your freaking time. You're a franchise quarterback. Take your time.
Unless they start like losing. I mean, they won their game without him. So.
And they're an underdog versus Titans, but I think that's a game that they can win.
I wouldn't rush him back on the field if you're still winning games.
Yeah.
If you're losing games to teams you probably shouldn't be losing without him, then maybe you can
rush him
a little, but no, you cannot be rushing him at this point.
If they have the Vikings after the Titans, and that's a game Jordan Love coming back, hopefully he's good. But I still wouldn't rush him. Yeah, so we'll see. And you're at home as well. Yeah. But I'm holding, and so are you. No
I would hold them.
Yeah, which is stupid.
NFC South, there's one team in here.
I'm holding the Falcons. I can't believe I'm going to say it. I'm holding it.
Well, this is going to make me just sound bitter, but
you're folding?
If I look at the division right now, I'm sorry. I can't put them above Tampa Bay or New Orleans.
Okay.
If that changes, again, we might do this segment.
We'll get back to this. Yeah, we'll get back to this.
We'll do this segment later in the season, but at this point in time, I mean, they had a great win last week. I don't think they should have won it. It was a great rally, but other team broke down.
Uh-huh.
But I can't do it right now. I'm gonna fold them.
Wow, he's gonna fold
I'm
the
folding
Falcons.
The Falcons at this point.
Tell me why you're folding the Falcons. What makes you want to fold the Falcons? Looking into the future.
Looking into the future.
Yeah. You don't even have to look at their schedule, but what about their offense or defense do you not like?
I'm not.
I think their defense is really good.
I'm
gonna throw that in there.
I think the defense is good.
I think the pass rush maybe needs just a little bit more as a Falcons fan, but I think the secondary is a really good secondary. You have the best. I keep saying on every pod, but you have the best safety duo in the league, in my opinion. The offense to me it's all on Kirk Cousins.
And these first 2 games he hasn't sold me that he can do it.
He hasn't either.
Terrible week 1.
But
he had a terrible half week 2.
Yes, but he bounced back, in my opinion, and that opened up a little more.
I think that last drive is big for his
should help the confidence. Yep.
All that.
And now that you have a Sunday night game prime time again against the Chiefs, if you lose that game, in my opinion, this is a game where if you lose it, you know what? It's Super Bowl winners. That's Patrick Mahomes. If you win, the momentum you gain from that win is really good. The confidence you get in that building is really good. Mm-hmm. So I think this is not a big risk game, in my opinion. It's
high stakes.
It's low risk, high reward. To me,
I guess.
Because if you lose, okay. I mean, you're 1-2, but you lost to the Chiefs and you lost to the Steelers, which could have been game 1, but you lost to the Chiefs. So, yeah, I think this is a game. I think there's a team that can actually pull it out and get the job done. I'm gonna hold. You're gonna fold, and I'm holding because I think they can elevate. And you're folding because of Kirk Cousins.
Again, if we come back to this point and
you wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I would not be surprised.
But from what you've seen.
Yes, from what I've seen at this point in time, you have Tampa Bay and New Orleans, who's just, I mean, granted, Atlanta beat a top NFC team as well, but New Orleans destroyed one. Tampa Bay also beat a top-ranked team at home, just like the Falcons. But, yeah, I've look at both those teams. They look like they're more complete than the Falcons right now.
Okay, there you go.
At least offensively. Defensively, yeah, I can't say anything bad about the Falcons.
Now we move on
to the last division, NFC West.
We got 2 of those, John.
Start with the Cardinals.
I'm folding the Cardinals. They've had actually 2 really good games.
I might hold them, honestly.
Really?
I'd see if returning viewers might know from last episode, I folded on the Seattle Seahawks.
You did.
I granted their 2 wins to playing really bad teams. Geno Smith's regression and defense just doesn't look quite as good as it once did. I like the Cardinals. Kyler Murray looks good, looks better from last year off the injury. Marvin Harrison Jr. looks good. Didn't have much of an impact week 1, but week 2. He had the historic game that we're all going to be talking about probably for years because he scored more. He had more receiving yards in that one game than his dad's career high.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that, actually. He had more than Marvin Harrison's career high?
I'm pretty sure.
He never broke 130?
I don't think so.
Wow, that's crazy.
I think it was like 117.
I want to look that up for a second.
You double check me.
Keep going.
Yeah. But yeah, I like James Conner. I like their line. I like their defense. This team's sneaky. I mean, you saw what they did to Buffalo week 1, caught them off guard and went up big. They couldn't hold them off. Defense might need a little work, but Jonathan Gannon, defensive-minded head coach, I think he's got it. I think he'll have it figured out. You look at this division, like I said, Seahawks aren't that good. Geno Smith, kind of slowing down. You look at the Rams, they're very injured. They're also very old. Matthew Stafford, he actually still looks just as good. But, yeah, if you look in that division, I think the Cardinals still have a shot.
Yeah, Marvin Harrison had 196 against the Chargers.
Okay, so then I must have just seen a fake stat.
Yeah,
right,
13 receptions as well. He had 130, Marvin Harrison Jr.? Yeah. So he's had 22 more games than 130.
Okay. Yeah.
So you must saw the fake stat.
Saw a fake stat.
Yeah.
Maybe it was
somebody's hyping him up too much.
Maybe it was like he had more receiving yards in a game than his rookie year than his dad.
That can make sense.
Maybe that was it.
Yeah, that can make sense.
My bad.
No, all good.
But
I am folding the Cardinals. The reason why I'm folding the Cardinals is although they have 2 good games, I still think they just need more on the team. I still think they just don't have the star power. And also, I've also said I am holding the Eagles-Cowboys. That gives me 1 wild card. I think I held the Bucks, and I'm holding the Falcons. It's 2 wild card. And then I think the Lions, Bears, or Packers are going to pick up 2 out of the 3. I think it'll be the Lions and the Packers. That's 3 wild card. So I don't have room for the Cardinals. But also, if I was just going off hypothetical, I'd still say fold. But that's also a good logic reason. So, yeah. Then we move on to the Niners.
We can just move on. We're both gonna hold.
We're both going to hold the Niners. I think they can still win the division.
But if
even
we
with
come,
all the injuries.
if we come back here week
Even
3,
with all the injuries.
they've lost 2 games, and no one on their injury reserves coming back. Though I'm folding them.
Wow, there you go. That's a.
They are on thin ice.
They are an interesting team to say the least. They are an interesting team.
Very thin ice.
So that is an interesting team.
But are we done with that part?
We're done. We're done with hold or fold completely. I might I could put up a graphic of all our hold or folds. Maybe I'm trying out editing. So bear with me. So
we don't need to make this a competition, but we can maybe.
It'd be
explore
interesting.
it.
It'd be interesting to write it all down.
Let's jump into Sunday.
Anyway, let's write all the Johns into the Sunday. Let's get right into week 3.
First game.
We have 1:00 slate. No international games yet. I think the first one's week 5. So
yeah. All right, first game on my list is Eagles Saints.
Eagles Saints.
I'm taking. I don't know.
I'm gonna take the Eagles in this one.
As a fan, I'm obviously gonna take my team.
I think if there's one team that's gonna regress, it could look bad if I say it, but I think
Saints. You do.
No, they don't.
I would not be surprised.
Do you really think the Saints are the best team in the NFC? Going through to week 18, do you think the Saints are gonna be the number 1 seed in the NFC? No, you don't think that. There's no way you think the Saints are going to be the number 1 seed in the NFC.
Okay, we're not talking about week 18. We're talking about week 3.
You were talking about week 3.
And this is a game where they have tons of momentum in New Orleans when they're the highest scoring team, one of the better defenses in the league. I mean, right now the Saints are probably a top 3 team in the league.
Probably, yeah. But I think it's just week 2, Teams start hot and then they fall down.
I'm not going to pick against my team, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Saints won.
There you go. But we both picked the Eagles. Yeah. There you go.
All right.
Put us our next game.
Giants-Browns. All right, next game. Packers-Titans.
I think that can low-key be an interesting one for like a half.
What?
For a half, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's in Cleveland.
Yeah. But think about the offenses.
Okay, so Cleveland's got a bad offense. The Giants have a bad offense.
Yeah.
The Giants have a terrible defense. Cleveland has a top 3 defense in the league.
I wouldn't say the Giants have a terrible defense.
They have a terrible defense.
I wouldn't say that.
Okay, they have a decent defensive line. Outside of that, it sucks. Yes. No. Next game. Packers-Titans. Again, for the rest of the season, when we're going over Giants and Panthers games, we're not going to talk about it. Whoever they're playing, just assume we're picking that team. Unless it's like a bad divisional game, then we'll talk about it. Packers-Titans. I'm trying to save time.
Yeah, true. Malik Willis against, maybe
against
his old team. Will Levis.
I'm going to take
Titans
the
are
Packers. I'm taking the Packers. The Packers are just a better team. Josh Jacobs
honestly,
156 rushing.
Honestly, I want to take the Packers too, but I want to disagree. I'll take the Titans.
Okay,
I'll take the Titans. I think the Packers will win, but I want to disagree, and I think the Titans can get the first win. I'll take the Titans.
Bears-Colts.
Bears-Colts. I think that'll be a good game. Give me the Colts to finally win a game.
I was about to say I'd have to agree with you on that.
Yeah, give me the Colts.
Here we go, a 2-0 matchup. Texans-Vikings.
Texans-Vikings. Give me C.J. Stroud in the dome, man.
Well, it's in Minnesota.
Yeah, give me C.J. Stroud in that dome, in that Bank Stadium.
I'm taking the Vikings.
He's taking the Vikings.
I think Sam Darnold can ride this high a little while longer.
There you go.
Chargers-Steelers in Pittsburgh.
I want to pick the Chargers.
Okay, because I wasn't.
I'm going to pick the freaking Chargers.
They played the Raiders and the Panthers.
I'm picking Harbaugh.
And now they're going up
Harbaugh
against the best defense in the league.
I'm picking Harbaugh.
Okay.
Shout out AJ for you, man. I'm picking the Chargers.
All right. Gone but never forgotten.
Honestly, we miss you.
Buccaneers, Broncos.
Give me the Bucs.
Buccaneers. Sorry.
Yeah.
Wrong B team. Never mind. We can actually talk about this. This is the loss to the Chargers Bowl right here. Panthers, Raiders.
Holy crap.
We can actually talk about this one because they both suck. Actually, no. The Panthers are terrible. Oh, wait, no.
You said you'd skip every Panthers game.
All right. This is the one exception. You know why?
I'm listening.
We got Andy Dalton this week. Pick that mic back up.
Give me the Raiders. Give me the Raiders in a 3-point game. Panthers cover the spread. That should be the bold prediction of the week. Panthers cover the spread.
No, my bold prediction of the week, Panthers win a game.
They think they win this week?
Andy Dalton's a veteran. I think he's got it. I think they can beat the Raiders.
Okay, well,
we'll see.
Go.
Max Crosby might actually kill him. But
hey, Andy Dalton's a goat, bro.
If they can
Andy
hold,
Dalton's a goat.
if they can hold Max Crosby off, I'll give the Panthers a chance.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is Andy Dalton's a goat.
All right. Oh, sorry. I apologize to our viewers. That was actually our first 4 o'clock game. I didn't pay attention to that. So we can move on to our second one, though. Dolphins Seahawks.
Shout out to 5 4 o'clock games, by the way. That's a good afternoon slate. Dolphins Seahawks. Give me the Dolphins.
It's in Seattle. It's the longest.
Oh, you know what? Low key.
It's the longest
Low-key,
trip
give me the
by any
Seahawks.
NFL team, and
Skylar Thompson. Give me the
center.
Seahawks, dude.
I'm also taking the Seahawks. I forgot about that.
Hey, we folded them, and we're pretending to go 3 now.
Yeah, well, they get another freebie this week, so we'll see how they go week 4.
Baltimore at
Dallas.
At where? Say your favorite line. Where are they at?
Jerryland?
Jerryland. They're at Jerryland. And I think we're both going to pick. I think I'm going to pick the Ravens out of knowledge. You're going to pick the Ravens out of spite.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think you probably picked the Ravens anyways, but I think there's more hatred in your pick than just intellect.
That's fair.
Have you ever picked the Cowboys to win a game?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I picked them to win last week.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah.
And they got shit on.
Never again.
Well, this game's hard actually. They both came off bad losses.
Give me the Ravens. If the Ravens start 0-3, their season's fucked. Give me the Ravens.
Yeah, but if the Cowboys start their season 0-2 in Jerryland, people are gonna be talking about them in a negative way.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Give
you
me
know
the
what?
Ravens, dog.
Here's my bold prediction.
You have Mike McCarthy coaching. Give me the Ravens, dog. It's a big game. Give me the Ravens.
Oh wait, you're talking about that. I thought you said that's like an advantage.
No, it's a disadvantage.
That's why I started laughing. I thought you said you got Mike McCarthy coaching. You got it.
That's why I picked the Ravens. Sorry, Mike. Didn't mean to do that.
No, yeah, fuck that guy. All
Damn.
right, here's my bold prediction of the week. This is for these two teams. This is the game that's gonna set their season.
The stupidest bold prediction ever. That's the most true statement ever.
Oh, my bad.
The Ravens either go 0-3 or 1-2, and the Cowboys either go 1-2 or 2-1.
Well, no,
and they're 0-2.
but that's what I'm
Jerryland.
saying. Yeah, there you go.
Sorry to our viewers. We just discussed how this was a key game, and bro was, I think this is a key game.
We didn't say. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, you're like, oh, they go 0-2 in Jerryland, but then I was like, the Ravens can go.
Yeah,
0-3.
that's what I'm saying. I think that's.
That ain't no bold prediction.
That's
though.
what I was saying earlier.
Yeah, get your
Now
cold ass
now
takes
I'm
out about
coming
nothing
back
agreed.
To it.
Get your cold ass takes out of nothing
Shut up.
agreed.
49ers Rams. 49ers. Wait, do they have George Kittle that game?
He might be out. He's questionable, but he's trending.
But the
towards
Rams,
out.
who's Matthew Stafford throwing to? So that's fair, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll
Give me
take
the
the
Niners.
49ers. That's just a game they're probably going to win. Lions Cardinals. That's a hard game, actually. I'm going to take the Lions, though. Let me hear you take the Cardinals.
Jared Goff throws for 300 plus and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm taking
the Lions.
I'm taking the Lions.
That's my bold. That's a bold prediction right there. Out of all the quarterbacks, nobody throws over 300 and 3 touchdowns. Jared Goff.
I hope so. I just picked him up on fantasy.
Yeah, I'm starting him too.
Right.
Oh wait, never mind. He's going for 145 and 2 picks, and the Lions win 10-9. That's what's happening.
Yep. All right. Chiefs Falcons Sunday Night Football.
Take us home, Carrie.
On
Sunday
Peacock.
Night Football.
Why are they doing another one?
What do you mean? It's on NBC.
Oh wait, yeah, I'm tripping.
Yeah, but Peacock's just a streaming service, so they have to put that up there.
That's why.
Yeah.
Okay. I get it.
I watch it on Peacock because I have Peacock.
I have YouTube TV.
Don't you use my Peacock?
No, I don't need it.
Oh, you just need it for the Friday game?
No, I didn't need it then either.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, all right, my bad.
I don't need you, little bro.
Damn, got my ass right
Hey,
there. God damn, I'm getting
wait.
used.
Except for this.
Oh, go ahead.
All this.
Yeah, facts.
I need you for this. All right. Chiefs Falcons.
Falcons.
Yeah, I'm taking the Chiefs.
I have to. It's my team.
Yeah, and it's also the Chiefs, so
It's
I
also the
have
Chiefs.
to.
Hey.
Just get ready for the worst pass interference call you've ever seen to lose.
Jesse Bates is going to make the cleanest play in existence.
He's gonna make the
He's going to make that Devontae Smith play that he broke up, which was great, and that's going to be pass interference.
He's gonna make the first ever no-handed interception when the ball just wedges in his face mask, and then there's gonna be a
pass
holding
interference.
call.
Yeah.
So,
He held the ball with his face mask.
but yeah, I'm taking the Chiefs. That's
Taking the Falcons, big
I know
dog.
you are. All right,
Have to.
two Monday night
Night
football
Football
games
All right, let's
this
do it.
week. Bills
Jacksonville
Jaguars.
and Bills on ESPN.
I'm taking the Bills because the Jaguars suck. They haven't given me anything to believe in yet. Nothing. Not an ounce. James Cook's really good. So is Josh Allen. I'm not taking the Jaguars. I'm taking the Bills. Don't take the Jaguars. Don't be dumb.
But you don't understand. As I know,
It's
Bills fans, this is the game they
Buffalo.
choke. These are the games they choke. If you're a Bills fan and you're at this point watching, these are the games you choke. And please,
What's Josh Allen's record on
No.
Monday Night Football?
I don't know. I'll just look up his record on Mondays. I got you. I'll take the Bills.
Yeah, thank you. All right, while he's doing that, I'll move into the next game. Commanders Bengals.
He's
in
3-5.
Cincinnati. Oh, you dog shit on Monday night. Okay, never mind.
Give me the Jags. I'm saying it. I'm sorry to all the microphone and headphone users. Give me the Jags. There you go.
I'm still taking the Bills. All right, Commanders Bengals.
I'm gonna take the Bengals.
Yeah,
I'm taking the Bengals.
Cincinnati. They're 0-2.
Yeah, there
The
you
Commanders
go.
suck. All right.
I'll let you.
What's your favorite part?
Oh. You want to give us a bark?
I'm okay.
We have our dog of the day, brought to you by no one, of course. Dog of the day. We're back. If I'm good at editing, you'll see something here. If not, I'm just going to tell you right now. Both of us are 0-1.
So you go and make your pick then.
You don't want to go first?
No.
Okay. Honestly, I'm between two teams, and I'll let y'all know both. Baron will not pick either of them. I'm between
I think
the
you know
Eagles
who I'm
and the
gonna
Jags. I'm going to take the Jags because they're 5-point underdogs according to ESPN. Buffalo's -5, but I just said that I'm going to take the Jags. And you know what? I'm going to back my own pick. I'm going to pick the Jags, which means the Bills win by 40, by the way, so bet the Bills to win. I'm going to take the Jags. I think they don't go 0-3. I think Trevor Lawrence can finally have a breakout game. Christian Kirk's been underutilized. Give me Christian Kirk. Travis Etienne will have a bounce-back game after his fumble against the Dolphins. It needs to do something. I think this is a lot of pressure on Doug Peterson as a coach. And the Jags just need to do something to really revitalize their season. And this is one of those games where I think the Bills may underthink it. May not think this is too much. Give me the Jags.
All right.
There you go.
Want to go ahead and guess who I'm about to choose?
The Carolina Panthers. All right, go ahead.
Well,
You picked them to win.
I did pick them to win, but I'm not that confident.
Okay, all right.
I said they have a chance to win.
Okay,
Go
ahead.
I think they could win. All right. Well, longtime viewers may know that this opportunity has not come around much in my podcasting career.
What? I don't even know where this is going. I've worked with you.
I know. I believe I've only been able to select this team once in my entire Dog of the Day career because this is a team that's very rarely ever an
That's what my other pick was.
I know it is.
God damn it. That's what I wanted to actually.
I'm taking the Eagles.
That makes sense. That's a good pick. That's what I wanted to take. You were just so confident they were going to lose.
I said I wouldn't be surprised if they lost,
Where's a
but
hater?
they can win. And that's why I'm picking them.
So if I can edit, you'll see our picks up here or whatever, wherever it goes. You know,
Figure it out.
of course, I am trying it on the fly, so bear with me. But I am picking the Jacksonville Jaguars, who are +5. He's picking the Eagles +2.5. You know how it works. If you win, you get the points. There you go.
Lose, you don't.
You get nothing. We're not going to punish you for losing. So you're picking dogs. So is there anything else you want to wrap up with on a good episode right here?
Cannot think of anything.
I can think of one thing, and that is the Clemson Tigers play at 12, which is unfortunately I can't watch Premier League. So everyone, please pray for me.
Womp.
Yeah, but I think this can really be. This is, of course, everyone is either 0-2, 1-1, or 2-0, and this is when you really either expand your season, blow up your season. So
we're getting into
this
the
is the
thick of
mediator.
it.
This is the mediator.
What's that shit? RG3 said.
What?
I'm getting into the thick of it like Kyle Lowry.
Oh yeah, he
You
said
remember
something.
that?
I remember
Yeah,
that.
I love that
So,
clip. All right.
Shout out RG3. We hate the budget cuts. So
We
love
miss
you.
him.
All right. Thank you guys for watching another episode of Nothing Agreed. Baron, myself, we are back in, locked in. Week 3 coming up.
We'll
Catch
see you
y'all
next
later.
time.
We'll see y'all either Wednesday or Tuesday.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Sometime next week.
Yes, sir. We'll catch you all later, and peace.